Hi guys, I'm kind of nervous, but I'm not. If you don't know me or you're just coming across my page, I'm Julia. I'm starting my golf journey. I'm about 3 months in right now. It has been so up and down, and I've also just realized the difference between guys and girls in the game of golf. I feel like there's just not enough attention on girls and golf, so it kind of inspired me to bring more attention to girls in golf. I actually used to make fun of guys that throw clubs, get so upset about golf. Golf was life for them. I was like, okay, weirdos, stick to yourself. When I was in high school, I played soccer and basketball, and the golf coach came to me and was like, hey, like, do you want to be on the team? We don't have enough girls to have a golf girl team. And I was like, no, golf is for losers. No, thank you. Biggest regret of my life, let me tell you. But my grampy, who's like the greatest man in the world and just such a blueprint of a perfect human being, I could literally make a whole video about him, but he golfed. That was the first time I ever was around golf. I was younger, and we would go to upstate New York, and I think we played once. And when I say played, I swung a club at a ball and literally probably didn't even hit it, but always had like a little fire in me to kind of learn the game for him. And like, how cool would it be to like be good at a game that he loves? As he's getting older, I don't know if that's fueled a passion for me or just like incited something in me to get good and really devote time to being a golfer. When people say golf is such a love-hate sport, it is. I am so in love with it and addicted to it, yet I have such a raging hate for it. So this whole channel, all of my accounts really is just my journey of learning golf, being a girl in golf, which that is such a different world for me. I really am somewhat socially awkward, not really, but I get bad anxiety being watched. I get bad anxiety thinking people are judging me or knowing people are looking at me and judging me, and literally that's what golf is. You go up to a tee box, everybody else in the group is watching you hit a ball, and they're gonna judge whether you did good or bad. That was my mindset going into it. These people are watching me, they're judging how my ball is. If it's not good, then like this is gonna be a terrible round. I'm gonna be the girl keeping up the guys. Nobody wants to play with a girl. While depending on who you're paired up with, I mean, yeah, there are unfortunately a lot of people that are like, golf is not a girl's sport. I don't want to be paired up with a girl. They're just gonna slow us down. They're not good. That's not the case. But thankfully for me, I have found such good people around me in golf that truly have only made my passion unbelievably more. And I'm so grateful to have the people in my life that I do, that have really taken time and had patience with me. And as you guys will see, getting to know me and just me in golf, I am not good at being taught. I don't like getting lessons from people because I just take it as like, okay, chill, you just hate me, which is not the case. And I'm just a weirdo. It is probably the most important thing, or the most important factor that keeps you coming back or having a love for the game, is the people you're playing with and the people you're surrounded by. If you're golfing with people that are negative and yelling and it just makes it miserable for you, why would you want to come back? And that's for anything in life. Another thing I've learned about golf, it is just as equally mental as it is physical. You can physically nail it to a tee. You can have the way you address the ball, every basic like you continuously work on, but that is literally half of the sport, maybe less than half, at least for me. It takes such focus. You have to zero in your thoughts. If you have any stray thoughts when you're going to hit the ball, or you're like questioning and you have too many thoughts about how you're going to hit the ball, you could have a terrible round. And that doesn't mean you're a bad golfer necessarily. Sometimes I'm there physically but not mentally, and it goes downhill. Sometimes I'm there mentally but physically I literally can't, and I don't know why that is. I'm still figuring it out. I'm also talking like I'm on the LPGA or truly know, but I don't, and I'm not, obviously, and we'll see that when you guys see my golf game. Like, I'm all big talk right now. You know, not gonna lie, when I first watched people play golf, I was like, that looks pretty easy. What do? Hit a ball? Like, okay. But no, this is the hardest sport I've ever played in my life. I grew up playing soccer. I loved it. That was a difficult sport, but it has nothing on this game of golf. I'd like to say that golf is the hardest sport. I mean, I'm sorry, it is. I want to be good, and I know I can, and that's the hardest part. Consistency is really important, and a lot of time you can think you have everything together. You just were at the range and we're hitting darts and form was perfect. There was nothing you would change. Then you go to the round and it's like you never touched a club before. It is bizarre to me. I'm still learning why, like how not to have that happen, but it just is that way. And so I'm figuring out that mental journey for me of just being being kinder to myself when it comes to golf and just trusting the process that if I continually show up, if I continually put in effort, I will get better. And yeah, another brief thing I kind of wanted to talk about was learning like the actual rules and lingo of golf and everything about it. First off, I still do not understand a handicap. I've literally had it explained to me a million times and it just like does not register with my brain. I am not even in a gym yet, so I don't know what my handicap is. I'm pretty sure it's like a 40. No, I think that's really bad. I don't know if no, I don't think I'm that bad. I probably am, but anyway, learning the rules of the sport, and not only the rules, but there are so many things that intertwine and little tweaks and changes depending on the weather, where your ball is, how it's laying in the grass. If it's above your feet, below your feet, it'll shoot left, it'll shoot right. You have to choke down on the club. Depending on where your ball is, like all of that changes. Where to put the ball in your stance, depending on what club you're hitting. It goes like on the left foot. I was about to sneeze. I don't know why I did all that, but I knew that was coming. I'm still learning that, and I think I'm going to make a little laminated cheat code so I can just have every single thing listed, and then wherever I am, pull it out of my golf bag and be like, oh, okay, this is what I gotta do. Maybe I'll make it for you guys and we can all share it together. It'll be my little cheat code for you guys as a little Christmas present. My first month of golf, I was so scared, so timid. I would go to the range and then I would have a tee time. Whenever another person or multiple people joined that tee time, I crumbled. I was shaking. I wanted to cry. I was like, I don't even want to play. Like, I cannot have these randos watching me. I cannot play in front of these people. And I would cripple. I think I'm getting better at it, at least a little bit. Not to where I want to be at all, but I'm really trying to be better about that and just think realistically, if I'm so in my head about my shots and everything going on with golf, what makes me think that they really care that much about how I'm golfing? The only thing they're looking at me for is to wait to go hit their ball. Don't play differently or ruin your time. We all paid the same to be here, so let's enjoy it and let me play how I want to play and you play how you want to play. So my first month into golf, that's how it was going. And then I saw this girl on Instagram, I think, and she basically just had a golf account and was talking about being a girl, everything golf, learning golf. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this. Like, why have I never seen this before? Where is this anywhere, really? The niche of girls in golf is so undersaturated. When I know being on the golf course, there are a lot of girls in golf, but nobody seems to think that. So my goal is to bring some awareness to the bad in this sport and really just give somebody else some motivation, some other girl or anybody wanting to start the sport, doesn't know where. I want to be your girl. And I also want to just be friends. You know, maybe some days we'll just like hang out. Come along with me for my day. But I really want to build a strong community of people that want to learn, want to grow, want to be better, not just in golf, but in life. And yeah. What if we take over the world? We all visit each other, have tea times here, and just we're like a travel pack of golf girls. I don't mind that. That actually sounds like heaven on earth. So I hope I gave you guys something to look forward to or just something you learned or made you feel better about inside. I cannot wait to start this journey with you guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I know it's cheesy, everybody says it, but I'm gonna say it too because we are rounding up the troops. And what perfect timing, 2026 is coming up. Like, I'm so excited for what's in store for next year. So I'll see you guys on the course.